कहा है कि मतलब सलमान खान की फिल्मों की वजह से बॉलीवुड को नहीं जाना जाएगा, फिल्म जगत को नहीं जाना जाएगा, जबकि उनकी फिल्में जो एजुकेट नहीं करती, डॉक्यूमेंट्री फिल्में एजुकेट करती हैं। इससे कितना इत्तेफाक रखते हैं, क्या
I mean, ये ज़रूरी है कि कोई भी इंडस्ट्री हो, वैरायटी की बहुत ज़रूरत होती है ताकि हर एक इंसान को, हर एक कलाकार को मौका मिले, उनको अपना एक्सप्रेशन देने का एक मौका मिले, प्लेटफॉर्म मिले, वो ज़रूरी है। हमारी इंडस्ट्री में अक्सर क्या हो जाता है कि एक ही फॉर्मूला पर जो काम होते जाता है तो वो वहाँ पे फिर क्रिएटिविटी भी लिमिट हो जाती है। तो ये ट्रू है, फॉर क्रिएटिविटी टू थ्राइव, फॉर ओरिजिनलिटी टू थ्राइव, you have to engage a lot more people, you know, and only then can an industry really grow and represent a culture. Well, you know, the opportunity came when the OTT platforms opened up shop here. You know, when I was making my offbeat films back in 2007-8 with Oi Lucky, Devdi, Manorama, the reason those films got released was because there were new cinemas coming up, multiplexes were booming. So suddenly there was more exhibition space and less content. Similarly now with, of course, multiplexes are physical entities, so there's a limited space that they'll have, you know, then they stop being built. But the digital space is limitless. And that gave the opportunity, and that's why I went towards not just production and development and acting, but even presentation and trying to get a platform for the kind of movies that your regular Bollywood films, studios and producers would not pick up. The OTT platforms, your Amazon, your Netflix, these people will do that because they're looking for culture, they're looking for originality. No, no, go on.
So, you know, secret games have changed the entire game. It started with Inside Age, now everything is on digital platform and it's growing rapidly. You know, it's doing a fantastic, even commercially. What's your take? Do you think it's a new start and you will be coming with a web series or something like that apart from this?
I'm open to series. I haven't really signed or looked at anything as such. Like I just said, it's the same thing. It's the more platforms are available to our artists in this country, the more originality or variety of work you will see. As long as it's limited to the 4 or 5 people that control Bollywood and insist on the formula being the only thing to make in an environment like that, these platforms will give a voice, an opportunity to people who are never given a chance unless they conform to a clique or to a formula.
On a very positive note, who 3-4 people who control Bollywood, as you said?
It's all positive. I mean, if there are 5 people who control the industry, there are 50 people who control the industry in Hollywood. You know, it's just that there's a lot, 50 is a bigger number than 5.
Okay, the last one, what's your take on the MeToo movement which is happening in the entire nation? What's your take on
I think it's important for people's voices to be heard. I think people are hurting, and this is why there's a lot of venting going on. And I think it's the beginning of, it could be the beginning of change. After the purging, then we have to reflect upon now what's next. You know, how do we utilize this anger that people have and put it in the right direction? I think the main obstacle we face for our country is that the law works very slow. And I think that's why there's so much of a noise being made, because you feel like I will not be heard in court, so I will be heard in the papers. Eventually that has to change to I will be heard in the court, and then the papers can report it. That would be the ideal situation, and maybe MeToo will head us in that direction, hopefully.
Abhay, what next?
I have a whole bunch of movies in post-production. I've gone towards the direction of making my Devdis and Oi Luckys and Manoramas and Ek Chalises, for example of my past. So more such work will be coming out. I will talk more about them when they're up for release. But I have 3 in post and I'm shooting 2 at the moment. Thank you.
Sir, left side. Abhay sir. Abhay sir, left side. Abhay sir, center. Wait, sir.
Subscribe to Films of India and click on the bell icon for all the latest Bollywood updates.